For the first time in 470 days, the New York Giants have defeated the Philadelphia Eagles. Daniel Jones had a turnover-free day and Wayne Gallman rushed for 2 touchdowns as the Giants emerged into the NFC East race with a shocking victory over the Eagles. New York had lost 8 straight in the rivalry for the first time since losing 12 straight from 1975 to 1981, but on Sunday the Giants earned their first victory over Philadelphia since November 6, 2016. New York, which had lost 21 of its past 25 to Philadelphia, including the postseason, last beat Doug Pederson when Eli Manning was the team's quarterback. Sterling Shepard was the only Giants player from that team on the current roster. Jones was excellent in earning consecutive victories for the first time in his career, going 21 of 28 for 244 yards and rushing for a team-high 66 yards in the victory. Jones gave New York the early lead with a 34-yard touchdown run, one the Giants would never relinquish. Gallman has 2 rushing touchdowns, giving the back 5 in his last 4 games, to fuel a New York rushing attack that went for 151 yards and averaged 4.2 yards per carry. The Eagles, who were coming off their bye, struggled with situational football throughout the game, going 0 for 9 on 3rd down and 1 for 3 on 4th down. Carson Wentz was just 21 of 37 for 208 yards with no touchdowns and no interceptions. Wentz didn't turn the football over, but the Eagles didn't help him out by only running the football 23 times, despite averaging 6.8 yards per carry. Miles Sanders finished with 15 carries for 85 yards and Boston Scott had 3 carries for 63 yards, including a 56-yard touchdown, as Philadelphia finished with 156 yards on the ground. The Eagles and Giants have the same amount of wins, but Philadelphia remains a half game up in the division. The Giants head into their bye week with 2 straight wins, while the Eagles will look to extend their NFC East lead against the Browns. The Giants didn't turn the football over in this one, which played a major factor in them beating the Eagles for the first time in 4 years. Let's give some serious credit to the running game, gashing the Eagles' defense for 151 yards and 3 touchdowns. The zone red torched the Eagles all afternoon, which led to a Daniel Jones 34-yard touchdown in the first quarter, and another touchdown was taken away by an Andrew Thomas holding penalty that occurred after Jones was past the Eagles' defensive line. Gallman added some much-needed stability to the run game, finishing with 18 carries for 53 yards and 2 scores, including a touchdown on 4th and 1 from the Eagles' 2-yard line in the first half. The Giants have a short yardage back in Gallman and a potent rushing game with the zone red, at least against the Eagles. Philadelphia went 0 for 9 on 3rd down in an embarrassing performance. The Eagles didn't turn the football over, but situational football was a failure across the board.